Afternoon folks, and welcome to the Happy Hooker YouTube channel. Today I'm down in Beaumaris. I'm just going into Anglesey Bait Centre. Now the weather last night was absolutely horrendous and it's not going to be much better tonight, but early doors in the morning tomorrow morning I'm going to be launching my boat out of here and I'm going to go and do some bass fishing. So I need to go and get some bait, and I've had my eye on a little rod in here as well. I will show you what it is. Bit of a tackle tartar, can't help myself. I'll go and see Malcolm now, tell him to get the rod out and I'll put the camera on and we'll do a bit of explaining as to what it is. It's a bit special, this rod. I really do like it. Right guys, I'm in the tackle shop now. My plans have changed for tonight because some dozy pillock read the tides wrong. I got my high tide mixed up with my low tide, so the boating's out of the question, especially with the wind. So I am in here now. I am getting some bits and bobs and some bait. Afternoon Malcolm.
Hello sir, how are you?
Like I keep saying to you guys, if you're in an area, go in your local tackle shop. They're a font of knowledge. Get your money spent in there, because if we stop spending in the tackle shops and keep buying online, they're all going to close down and we're going to end up with no bait. So do it, off you go, get in the tackle shop, spend your money, and I'll see you in a bit. Well, I'm at tonight's chosen mark. I'm a few hours early. I have got a meeting, a work meeting to go to at about 5 o'clock. Now the tide is still on its way out. Just look how beautiful that looks. That's Beaumaris across there. Anglesey Bait Centre is there. And where I normally anchor up is somewhere in the middle and catch the bass. Now, I was talking to a fella here last night and he says that he catches bass regular here, just on the worm. I mean, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on this camera, but if you're watching on a big screen, you'll probably be able to see it. But all here, all that there, is infested with the worm casts, absolutely encrusted. Now that water will go out as far as you can see. Well, maybe not as far as you can see, because you can see right to the other side, can't you? But it does go right out to the channel. So hopefully at about 12 o'clock ish I'll be able to throw my first line out, and hey presto, we're gonna catch some fish. Stay positive all the time. I'm not supposed to be going home today, but you know what it's like, the lure of fishing. It's I haven't done any this week, and I'm not likely to do any boat fishing this week with this wind and weather, so this seems like a golden opportunity. I've got my bait, I've got my tackle, I've got my rigs. What more do I need? That's it, my belly's full. I'll put you back on when I'm back here later on tonight and get you ready to set up. See you in a bit guys. One very important thing before I go to my meeting. Look, she's here, my baby. Oh. I forgot the starlights and they're on the boat. Mid-nice passing engine, still got this little ping in it. I'm just waiting to hear back from the insurance. There's a little bit more damage gone on than we thought there was, i.e. the prop shaft itself is actually bent a bit, so it's going to have a new one of them. Like I've said before, these things happen. Let's get in here and now I caught John the Pecker on here nicking my starlights the other day. He's a cheeky guess, isn't he? I was working up there and I looked round the corner and he were here up back at boat, weren't he? I knew when he were up. Well, I thought he was nicking my rods, to be fair, but he weren't. He was nicking starlights. Well, starlights in hand, I can go and get we'll get my meeting over and done with, can't I? Daisy and Stinky with me this weekend. In fact, they've been with me all week. I've not been home all week. I dropped the missus off after the weekend, birthday weekend, and I've been out since. I was supposed to go home today, but like I say, the fishing's got a grip of me on it. So tomorrow morning I'll do, won't it? See you in a bit. Right guys, I'm back down at the mark now. I've had my meeting, that went well. Now a couple of, last weekend it was when I had Kirsty out with me on the boat and we were catching loads of mackerel. We were throwing them all back, and I did say to you, wait while John watches that video, he'll go absolutely mad at me. Well, this is the result of it. Let me just find out which one it is. There it is, listen to this.
Hey mate, what the hell was you doing putting all them mackerel back in Pafeli? Bloody hell mate, you don't put mackerel back.
I told you go mad. Any bait is free bait according to him. You don't put them back ever. Anyway, I'm going to have a nip nap now till about 10:30, and that way there should be some water here and I can get on with some fishing and stop boring you with rubbish bits of video. See you in a bit guys. Right guys, it's nearly time to go fishing. All I'm short of now is some water. And for once, I have set my stuff up. My tripod set up, my rod's all set up, which incidentally, I will come in the light so you can see me. I do apologise. I am using tonight my Pentidal solid carbon, 420 I think it is, or 450, can't remember. It's a nice rod anyway. In fact, I have by mistake picked Kirsty's rod up instead of my rod, so this one is a particular rod. Same model, same rod, it's just hers. That's the only difference. She doesn't know yet, but when she sees the video I know she's going to go berserk at me. I'm using the Penn Spin Fisher with, I think it's either 30 or 40 pound braid on it, and a tapered shock leader. I think that's £18 to £70, something like that, something along them lines. Nice little 5-ounce lead. Now it is going to be a shallow mark this. Some divvies forgot his headlight, so, but luckily enough, this particular mark, I can drive the van, I'll just spin you, there, right off the edge of the car park, and I can spin the lights onto the rod, and the rod rest, so if there is any action, you will be able to see. Tonight's tackle, terminal tackle should I say, is a simple 2-hook flapper. I'm not sure how well there, you're probably picking it up all right there. It's a simple shot boat 2-hook flapper. I did ask the question when I were in Malcolm's earlier, should I use a pennel rig, a pulley pennel, or should I use a 2-hook flapper? 3 of them behind the counter there all said use the 2-hook flappers on that mark. I do know that Colin that works in Malcolm's does fish this mark and they do all right off it, so fingers crossed when there's some water which I'm hoping isn't going to be too much longer now. High tide is about 1:30 in the morning. 3 hours before that is 10:30. I think we're about 9:45 now. So I'm hoping by sort of 10:30, 11:15 we'll have a bit of water. And as we all know, for the bass you don't need a great depth of water. I don't think it's going to get very deep here whatsoever, but the bass still go in it and they're still feeding it, don't they? So let's give it a go. I'm all excited for this. Been a while since I've been off land, and I can't remember whether it was any good or not last time. We're about to find out, aren't we? I'll put you back on when I'm doing my first cast. See you in a bit guys. Right guys, the time has come at last. It's now 11:30. It's high tide at 1 o'clock, so I could just about see enough water to cast into. It's not going to be deep, but I'm not bothered about that. I'm pretty sure we'll still catch fish. Without further ado, I've got my 2-hook flapper on. I'm going to move the camera a bit because you can't see, or I'll move the rod rest, I'll move something. If I stand here, there we go. It's a 2-hook flapper that I've got on. On the top hook I've got a full lugworm, and on the bottom hook I've got a full ragworm. Now I know that these straits are absolutely heaving with crabs, so I'm going to check them. I'm going to maximum every 10 minutes I'll be checking the baits. And as per usual, start to fish on land, it starts throwing it down. Luckily I can sit in the van right there and I can see everything, so that's the plan. Let's have a cast there. Get it in. Yep. Let's get it out of my bloody big tango and get it in anyway. There we go. Don't think you have to lob it far. My friend, what's that? Put that in there and wait for it to go. Finger stuff, bongus stuff, boo! Now, here's a little tip for you when you're fishing off land, or when you're fishing off a boat, to be fair. If you want to try and hit the same spot all the time, pick out on the other bank a set of lights or a feature or whatever it is you want to be picking out, and aim for it. And if you can cast towards it at about the same power and strength, you'll more or less hit the same spot. So when you do find a shoal of fish, you should be hitting on top of them. It's not going to be long this, and that rod's going to be going binguster, bonguster, boo. I'm hoping so anyway. See you in a bit, guys. Well guys, that didn't take long. I've literally went and sat in the van. Less than a minute and a half, and that rod just went bing bong boo. Just let it develop a minute, we'll see if it goes again, eh? I don't know what the dog's barking. I think the dog's barking because I've just made them jump out the skin, jumping out the van. That was a proper bing bong as well. Wow, I wasn't expecting that quick. It were a proper bite and all, it were a little tippy tap, it were a bingus the bongus. Oh, there we go, drop back. I've had a bingus to bongus and I've had a drop back. Wonder if something's hung itself. Come on! That didn't take long at all, did it, guys? I'm hoping you picked up the drop back. Now it's forecast to start blowing an absolute oolie, but I think where I am here, I'm going to be sheltered from it. Got proper bites, then. Now I'm going to turn you off. I'll put you back on if something happens. I'm stood here willing the rod to go. Is it clear? Clear of rain? We're clear of rain. The second it cast in that then, I was just walking back to the van, turned around and rod were bonging. I had a strike at it, I'm not sure I've got anything though. Doesn't feel like I've got anything, or if I have, it's very, very small. Possibly. slightly heavier than just the weight. Go guys! Hey! Schoolie! Little schoolie bass! Look at that! Eh? Beautiful. Beautiful little schoolie. You know what I'm going to say now, don't you? We'll get hold of his mouth. The happy hooker does it again. Let's get baited up and get back out, eh? Let's get him back. Oh, the bat just flew right through the camera lens then, just as I was switching it on. I have literally just cast that back in again now. I've put lug on the bottom and a piece of lug on the top, so every time I brought it back, well the 2 times I brought it back, the bottom hook has been covered in like a green slime weed. So we'll see if having lug on both hooks makes any difference, because the top hook were clean first time and then I had that little bertie on the top hook that time. I'm made up. I've not caught a bass for a while. Only a little, but it was still a bass. Bertie. I'll bring you back in when it goes again, and it will go again. Well, the next time, it's going to be a proper one. It's going to be a keeper. See you in a bit. Oh guys, I've not had any more fish yet. Every chuck in, they're all going bingerous to bongerous to bow, and I'm just not hitting them. I've got a feeling that they're all little, that there's loads of little schoolies out there. Hopefully the better fish will move in on top of them, won't they? And we'll get some proper bing bongs rather than the bingerous to bongerous to bingerous to bongerous to nothing. It's an handy having van sat here. I could just go and sit in it while the top rod starts boinging. But having said that, I'm not really getting a chance to go sit in the van. It's going that quick. Guaranteed now, I've left the camera on while I'm talking rubbish to you, and it won't move. Seems to be getting a lot of drop back bites. I might even have to retreat shortly, because that water's getting up the bank now, and it's got about another hour to go yet before it's high tide. Nice little spot this, I've never tried it before. I think it's I'll stand here so you can see me, yeah? I think it's one to try again in the future. Can't ask for more than that, then you're not going bing on bong, can you? Well, you can ask for a fish to be on the end of it when you strike, but that's just the way it goes sometimes, isn't it? The alternative is I could be sat at home watching Coronation Street. I'm glad there's no people about, because they'd just think I'm an absolute loony stood here talking to myself, wouldn't they? Wouldn't be far wrong, would they? Well guys, that's the first cast I've had that's not had a bite on it. Came back with a clean hook on the bottom, so I'm assuming that'll be crabs. I wonder if I'm casting over the fish. So I've just done a proper gentle lob. I've only lobbed it about 40 yards, if that, in the hope that the fish are moving up this sandbank on all over these lug beds that are really close in. Time will tell, won't it? We'll give that 10 minutes now. Just fresh baited it all. I flung it back out. About another 3/4 of an hour of tide left yet. So I may have to retreat that a little bit up here. Not much if I do. It seems to have slowed right down now. If you do like the content that I do, guys, while I've got you, please do press the like button, the subscribe button and the notification bell. It will cost you absolutely nothing to press those buttons. It's free, but it does help me out and I really do appreciate it. I'm still looking at the statistics on YouTube, and over 60% of people that are watching my videos are not subscribed. So if you 60% wouldn't mind getting that finger waggling and press that button and subscribe for me, I would really appreciate it. And also, while I've got you, get the hoodies bought. They are selling and people are buying them, so we should start seeing them knocking about here, there and everywhere. Millions of happy hookers, that's what we want, isn't it? I'll let you know if I get any fish. Well, it's gone very, very quiet, guys. That's 2 casts now, I've not had a touch. I did the short cast, nothing. The bait weren't even crabbed or anything. Came back full, just all that green horrible snotweed. So I've just brought it in, cleaned all the bait up, put fresh bait on, and give it a right good balloon go. See if that makes any difference. We are coming up to slack tide, so that could have something to do with it, I'm not sure. I got all excitable when I first got here and the rod kept bonging away. And now it's doing nothing. Nothing! We can only live it up, can't we? Hopefully next half an hour or so and it'll start ebbing away. Maybe that'll be the trigger point and make them start biting again. We can only hope. I don't believe this. I've just had the best bite of the night. I'm messing about trying to put the van lights on, but it's still on. Oh, no, I've missed it! That were an absolute vodka stonker of a bite. Have I missed it? Yeah, we've missed it. Rubbish! Nobody likes to see that happen. I missed it. I'm not feeling any kicking anyway. Feels heavy, but it's not. Don't feel like anything's kicking on it. We put that water around my tripod. Oh, we have got a fish on. Just got some kick then. Oh yes, here we go. Hey! What is it? Not what I think it is. Well, that's a bar of silver. Thought it was a dirty, dirty dogfish. Stop messing with it. Put the rod down here out the way. And this is size. That is on. The ragworm. Perfect. I think it's on the ragworm. Yep, on the ragworm. There we go, guys. Look at the look it. There's one for the pan. I never felt a thing when I first started reeling that in. Oh, what's going on here with this bloody hook? Double up to itself. One for the pan. The happy hooker does it again. I will just check. 4, 8, 12. See, yeah, it's well in size. He's getting knocked on the head, and he's going on for Kirsty's tea, because she loves these things. Let me just step back a bit. There we go, guys. Well, Bertie Bass. I'm losing the hope to live. Let's get it cast out, see if we can get another one here. That's a good thing, good sign, isn't it? I like that. Come here again. If anybody does want to know where this spot is, send me a message and I'll tell you where it is. Easy peasy. It's absolutely brilliant. You can park up aside of it and fish till your heart's content, can't you? Well guys, as you can see, the weather's turned exceptionally nasty. I'm getting wet through. The rod's just had a proper bongo then. The water's galloping away on me now. I don't know how much longer I've got left here. Just did 2 great big bing bongs, and now nothing. And as per usual, put the camera on, and nothing. Can't win, can you? At least I had the engine running this time already, so the lights were on for you. Well, that were a proper bing bong, that. Nope, not going to go again. I'm going to reel it in and I'm going to leave it a minute or two, and then I'm going to reel it in and see what's going on. If there's nothing on it, I think that might be my last cast. We'll see. I'll be back in a minute. Right guys, I left that for another 5 minutes and nothing's happened. I'm absolutely gink-gank-gooed. It's now nearly 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired and I want to go to sleep. So I'm going to reel this in, get wrapped up, get the accommodation up on top of the van, and I'm going to go to sleep. Like I've already said it once, haven't I? If you like what I do, press the like and subscribe button. Please do. It will cost you absolutely nothing. I know I keep looking around at that. I'm just wishing and hoping and praying that it goes at last second. Bit of wishful thinking, I think. And until next time, ta-da for now.